Hey Raiders fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. The rumor exploded like a thunderclap across the NFL landscape. Lamar Jackson, the electrifying quarterback who had become the face of the Baltimore Ravens, is reportedly leaving the franchise and joining the Las Vegas Raiders. Fans barely had time to catch their breath before the speculation began swirling across social media platforms, sports talk shows, and even casual conversations at local bars. Could it be true? The former MVP, who brought excitement and unpredictability to every snap, walking away from the team that drafted him? The whispers have been growing louder with each passing hour. And while there's no official confirmation from either side yet, the sense of inevitability is becoming harder and harder to ignore. Raiders fans, long hungry for a superstar who could bring them back to the national spotlight, are buzzing with anticipation. The connection feels almost surreal. The speed, the creativity, and the Vegas Showtime atmosphere, all aligning in one jaw-dropping twist. Meanwhile, Ravens fans are left stunned, trying to understand how the front office could let such a generational talent slip away. The story isn't just about football anymore. It's about loyalty, legacy, and the constant hunger for a fresh narrative in the NFL. The timeline leading to this shocking rumor feels like a roller coaster. For months, whispers around Baltimore suggested growing tension between Lamar Jackson and the Ravens leadership. Reports of stalled contract negotiations, disagreements about offensive schemes, and even subtle social media hints from Lamar himself fueled speculation that all was not well behind closed doors. Fans try to brush it off as media exaggeration, the usual offseason noise designed to stir drama where none truly existed. But then came the cryptic posts, the unfollowing of team accounts, the silence from the Ravens' official channels, and the rumors suddenly felt less like idle chatter and more like the calm before storm. Enter the Raiders, a franchise always chasing star power, drama, and headlines. Las Vegas thrives on spectacle, and what bigger spectacle could there be than stealing away one of the league's most dynamic quarterbacks? The fit seemed bizarre at first glance, but the more insiders whispered about behind-the-scenes meetings and secret phone calls, the more the puzzle pieces started to line up. Now, the rumor feels too big to ignore, too dramatic to dismiss. Raiders Nation can smell change, and Ravens fans can sense heartbreak on the horizon. Adding to the swirl of speculation are the contrasting reactions coming from insiders and analysts. Some argue that Lamar's playing style has been consistently undervalued by Baltimore's front office, and that his request for more offensive weapons fell on deaf ears. Others point out that the Ravens built their entire identity around his skill set, and letting him walk would make no logical sense. Yet, the whispers say otherwise. Raiders owner Mark Davis has reportedly been desperate to bring a marquee star into Allegiant Stadium, someone who not only wins games but sells tickets and creates a show worthy of the Vegas stage. Lamar Jackson fits that mold perfectly. His ability to extend plays, his flair for the dramatic, and his highlight reel runs would be magnetic in a city built on entertainment. Could Davis and his front office have pulled off the impossible, convincing Lamar to leave the comfort of Baltimore for the glitz of Nevada? For now, it remains a rumor, but it's one that grows with every passing moment. Social media sleuths are tracking plane flights, analyzing cryptic emoji tweets, and connecting dots in ways that make the story impossible to ignore. The Ravens fan base, meanwhile, is torn between disbelief and outrage. How could the team not lock down their franchise cornerstone, a player who delivered countless thrilling moments and an MVP season that redefined what a quarterback could do? To lose Lamar would feel like ripping out the heart of the franchise. Some fans blame the front office for dragging their feet in negotiations, refusing to meet Lamar's demands for long-term security and greater influence in roster construction. Others insist Lamar himself grew restless, desiring a fresh start and a stage grand enough to match his outsized persona. Las Vegas, with its neon lights, celebrity culture, and larger-than-life aura, might be exactly what he's looking for. Still, the heartbreak in Baltimore is palpable. To them, Lamar isn't just a quarterback. He's a symbol of resilience, creativity, and belief in the unconventional. If this rumor becomes reality, the ripple effects could shatter the very identity the Ravens have spent years cultivating. Fans would be left asking, did they take Lamar Jackson for granted? Or was this move always destined to happen, with Baltimore serving as the opening act for an even bigger show? On the Raiders' side, optimism is reaching fever pitch. For years, the team has been searching for stability and excitement at the quarterback position, and while Derek Carr had his moments, he never quite embodied the electricity that defines a superstar. Bringing Lamar into the fold would immediately transform the Raiders into must-watch television, regardless of their record. The idea of Jackson scrambling under the lights of Allegiant Stadium, juking defenders as the crowd roars, feels almost too cinematic to be real. Insiders whisper that the Raiders are ready to reshape their entire offensive philosophy around Lamar's strengths, tailoring a playbook that highlights his dual-threat abilities and gives him full freedom to create. It's the kind of bold move that could shift the balance of power in the AFC West, a division already loaded with star quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Russell Wilson. Now add Lamar Jackson to that list, and suddenly every divisional matchup becomes a primetime event. Raiders Nation, long starved for a hero to believe in, may finally have one, if this bombshell rumor proves true. And what about the league-wide implications? If Lamar truly does leave the Ravens and join the Raiders, the ripple effect will be seismic. Baltimore would be forced into a desperate scramble, either relying on a backup or throwing themselves into the quarterback market with little leverage. The AFC playoff picture would instantly be redrawn, with Las Vegas potentially vaulting from an afterthought to a contender overnight. Media outlets would dissect every angle. Was this a failure of Baltimore's front office or a masterstroke by Las Vegas? How will Lamar's playing style translate under a new system? Can he handle the bright lights and distractions of Vegas? Or will the move prove too volatile? Every storyline imaginable is now on the table, and fans everywhere are hooked. The NFL thrives on drama, and this is the kind of drama that doesn't just fill headlines, it dominates them. Lamar Jackson to the Raiders is more than a transaction. It's a cultural moment in the making, a clash of loyalty, ambition, and entertainment value. And until official confirmation arrives, the speculation will only grow louder, feeding a frenzy that shows no signs of slowing down. The whispers surrounding Lamar Jackson's alleged move to the Raiders have turned into a wildfire of speculation, and every new detail adds fuel to the flames. Behind closed doors, insiders claim that Las Vegas has been preparing for this moment for months. Quiet meetings in hotel rooms, private dinners with influential agents, and whispered promises of a team rebuilt around Lamar's vision are all part of the rumor mill. Raiders officials, known for loving bold, headline-grabbing moves, see Lamar not just as a quarterback, but as a franchise-altering figure who could redefine their brand in the modern NFL era. Imagine the marketing campaigns, the billboards on the Vegas Strip, and the nationwide attention that would follow. This isn't just about winning games. It's about becoming the most talked-about team in football. And if the whispers are accurate, the Raiders might be pulling off a heist that shakes the league to its core. The drama feels like a movie script. Baltimore's hero turned villain in the eyes of Ravens fans, while Vegas emerges as the ultimate stage for a quarterback craving both respect and spectacle. For Baltimore, the fallout could be catastrophic. Losing Lamar Jackson would force the Ravens into an identity crisis they haven't faced in decades. Their offense has been molded around his unique skill set, with coaches and players tailored to amplify his explosive running ability and unorthodox passing style. Without him, the playbook becomes a relic, outdated and ineffective. Fans would demand answers from the front office, and fingers would point in every direction. Was it the general manager who mishandled negotiations? Was it ownership unwilling to commit the necessary money? Or did Lamar himself orchestrate his exit, leaving the city that adored him for brighter lights and bigger paydays? Every scenario is painful for Ravens loyalists, who already feel betrayed by the mere possibility of this rumor. The city of Baltimore has always prided itself on grit, toughness, and loyalty. To watch their star quarterback pack his bags for a franchise associated with flash and spectacle feels like a personal slight. It's not just about football. It's about identity, pride, and the emotional bond between a city and its star. Raiders fans, on the other hand, are embracing the chaos with open arms. To them, this is the kind of move that restores the rebellious spirit of their franchise, a team forever associated with risk-taking and defiance of expectations. Lamar Jackson isn't just a player, he's a statement. He embodies unpredictability, flair, and a style of play that keeps opponents constantly on edge. In Vegas, that energy aligns perfectly with a city built on spectacle and adrenaline. The thought of Allegiant Stadium packed with fans wearing silver and black, roaring as Lamar turns broken plays into highlight reels, is enough to send shivers down the spines of supporters who have waited years for this kind of moment. Raiders Nation thrives on being the center of attention, and if Lamar truly dons their uniform, they will become the most polarizing and talked-about team in the league. Love them or hate them, everyone will watch. And in a league driven by ratings and narratives, that's exactly what Las Vegas craves. The rumor isn't just about a player moving teams. It's about a franchise embracing its destiny. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The national media has wasted no time dissecting every angle of the rumor. Talk shows are filled with heated debates about loyalty versus ambition, tradition versus spectacle, and whether Lamar Jackson is making the right move for his career. Some analysts argue that Baltimore's inability to surround him with elite receivers and offensive weapons forced his hand. Others counter that leaving the stability of the Ravens for the chaos of the Raiders is a gamble that could backfire. Vegas is a city of distractions, and the weight of expectation could prove suffocating. Yet, others point to Lamar's charisma and resilience as proof that he thrives under pressure. The comparisons to other star quarterbacks who made shocking moves, Tom Brady to Tampa, Russell Wilson to Denver, are inevitable. But this feels different. This feels bigger. Lamar is still in his prime, still capable of redefining games every Sunday, and his move would send a ripple effect throughout the league. Every team, every fan, every analyst has a stake in this storyline, and that's what makes it so intoxicating. Behind the scenes, players across the league are reportedly buzzing about the rumor. For some, the idea of teaming up with Lamar in Las Vegas is tantalizing. Free agents might suddenly see the Raiders as a desirable destination, willing to sign for less just to play alongside one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in football. For others, particularly within the Ravens locker room, the possibility is devastating. Teammates who grew up alongside Lamar, who battled through injuries and setbacks together, would feel abandoned. Trust between players and management could fracture, leading to an offseason filled with doubt and bitterness. Even rival teams are paying attention, recalculating strategies, and considering how this move would shift the balance of power. Defensive coordinators across the AFC West are already sweating at the thought of preparing for Mahomes 1 week, Herbert the next, and Lamar right after. The NFL is a league built on storylines, and this one might be the biggest of the decade. For the players, the stakes feel personal, and the rumor has transformed locker rooms into echo chambers of speculation and disbelief. As the dust continues to swirl, one thing is clear. Whether this rumor proves true or not, it has already captured the imagination of the football world. Lamar Jackson leaving the Ravens for the Raiders represents more than just a roster change. It's a collision of narratives, a test of loyalty, and a showcase of how much the NFL thrives on drama. Baltimore stands at the edge of heartbreak, their identity tied to a player who may already have 1 foot out the door. Las Vegas stands on the brink of transformation, salivating at the chance to crown a new king of the desert. Fans, meanwhile, are strapped in for the ride, refreshing their feeds, watching press conferences, and analyzing every detail for clues. This isn't just a sports story. It's theater, a saga filled with betrayal, ambition, and the relentless chase for glory. And until the moment official word comes down, the rumor itself will live as powerfully as the truth, shaping conversations and dominating headlines. Whether Lamar Jackson actually joins the Raiders or not, the legend of this rumor will echo across the NFL for years to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.